What's going on, folks? How you doing? How you feeling? It's your boy Ruppleberry back in the building. Now, right now, we are tuning in for dun 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 Tom MacDonald's recent drop. Yeah, the man dropped 2 albums today, double whammy, and he gave us a video. Yes, sir. It's called "Pray for the Left." You know I got to get into it, bro. Nothing else to talk about. It's time to get into some jams. Here we come, Tom.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him. They tried to tell us that Black Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains. They burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison. They got rainbows on their bedroom walls and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell
actually
the fumes.
like good
they
rhythm.
Say that guns are dangerous. Guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, and say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck.
Wait a minute. Listen. Tom is hitting them hard, bro. Tom is hitting them hard. This, we're gonna start this from the top.
They always said that Charlie Kirk was a Nazi, then they celebrated after they killed him.
I mean,
They tried to tell us that
that was
Black
big.
Lives Matter and that white people have always been villains.
I've heard that my entire
They
life.
burning flags in the streets and they scream at police, taking illegals to prison.
Yeah.
They got rainbows on their bedroom walls and they swear to God that men can be women. They're scrolling through their TikToks to get the news. They heard that Trump's a fascist. They swear it's true. They set fire to Minnesota. We smell the fumes. They say that guns are dangerous. Guess they're the proof. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme
It's so
of your
melodical.
last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, and say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Praying for the left. They keep saying that ICE are the Nazis, so they're buying guns and tracking positions. Go tell the parents of the kids who were killed. Illegal immigrants are really the victims. They say America ain't safe if you're black or trans or gay. I think it's way more dangerous to be a Christian. Y'all started acting different back when Anthony Fauci made you keep the ones you love at a distance. They're scrolling through their TikToks, Antifa clips. They say that Trump is Hitler. They're mad they missed. They think that how they feel is how it is, and conservatives are evil. We shouldn't live. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your last breath. Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead. But we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said. They say we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left. Scratching swastikas and Teslas ain't gon' change a thing. You can burn our cities down, but we'll just make them great again. Oh, they hate us cause they say that we are full of hate. They wanna kill all the police trying to keep them safe. They'll shoot that badge of yours right off your chest. They want a civil war. Pray for the left. They'll shoot that red hat off your head, then make a meme of your
I mean,
last breath.
listen, y'all. Listen. Tom is really hitting them with this one.
Cause you're not like them, so they want you dead, but we'll still pray for the left. They'll say that they're hurt by things we said, and say
Yeah.
we deserve it when we're dead. When we're shot in the neck with our last breath, we'll still pray for the left, praying for the left.
Shout out to Nova, baby. You already know, man. When it comes to Tom McDonald, there's a pretty clear picture, right, of what he believes and stands for. And although Tom McDonald is Canadian born, he's lived here and he's here legally, you know. He definitely identifies with the right conservative Republican Party, right? Because you can be a conservative and not identify entirely with a Republican Party or the Democratic Party. You can still be a conservative without readily identifying, right? That's not Tom. There's nothing wrong with that. When he says we will still pray for the left, we know exactly how messed up their thought process is. We see the things that they cheer for. And at the end of the day, you're still going to pray for them anyway. Pray for them to understand, pray for them to get a bigger picture or a better picture of what's going on, and to not constantly lead off of emotions. Because how you feel is not always right. Just because you feel a certain way does not mean you're always right. And just because you feel as though the law is on your side does not mean you're always right. See, this is where I I have to say Tom McDonald is a great artist and he knows how to draw that fine line. He's never once not said he is very much a part of the Republican Party. That is the side he chooses. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, he has every right to do and say and feel that way. As someone who likes his music and I tune into him, that does not mean simply because I enjoy his music or I agree with the things he says, I am automatically tying myself to that party. See, I've had people get very upset because they feel as though I don't pick a side, but I pick the side of what's right. And as far as being a God fearing man, some things coming from either side just don't feel right. And that's perfectly okay for me to say and for me to feel. I think this is a good song, regardless. I do, of course, he's accurate in his descriptions, right? The things he says are true. That is what the left thinks. That is what the Democratic Party and people who identify with the Democratic Party think. So it used to be Republicans, Democrats. That was it. But then they changed it to Republican conservative, Democrat liberal. So when they say liberal, they mean Democrat. When they say conservative, they mean Republican. That's it. There's no difference. They just changed the title a little bit. And so now when you say I'm a liberal or I'm a conservative, you're saying I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. And the views that come from either side, bro, it could be bad. I'm sure a lot of people are like, no, no, you don't know what you're talking about. No, seriously, like, just take a step back and look at either party. Either party. If you agree entirely and blindly, you probably haven't even made it this far in the video. Sorry. But if there are reasons as to why you want to be a conservative. You think business is important, finances are important. Keeping things that you have worked hard for is important to you. Your country is sacred, your property is sacred, and you want to protect those things. That's important to you. And then on the other side, you have people who they believe the system is corrupt entirely And they still allowed that system to give help to the people. And they want the system to help them, but they're not willing to do certain things to help themselves in certain situations because it's all about feelings. See, in that instance, you see that I have a big disdain for that type of mentality. I do. I have a big disdain for that. I don't think it's right at all. I don't think a lot of the things that come from that side are right. And what they tell you is either you agree with everything that we're doing, saying, and believing, or you cannot identify as one of us, which is fine. It's fine with me. I identify as a God fearing man who's a really good father, and I'm somewhat funny on YouTube. And I pick good music to listen to typically, or it's chosen for me, one of the two. But this is a real conversation. This is a real topic of discussion because people automatically assume because of the things that you might like or might tune into, it tells everything about you. And the Hog Army has been one of the greatest supporters of my channel since I've started. Since I've started. And someone like me who grew up being told that everybody is not going to like you simply because of what you look like. Well, that's BS. It's a ton of bullshit. But I get the most support from people who don't look like me. I get the most support from people who didn't grow up like me, from people who don't know me. I get the most love and support from those people. So, what does that say to me? There's nothing wrong with me. I haven't, hurt anybody. I haven't done anything crazy. So, people push their ideologies on you simply because they can. And growing up underneath the Democratic umbrella, you kind of get brainwashed into that. But also, people who grow up with the silver spoons and they grow up in wealthy neighborhoods and they have, never had to struggle, people see them as tainted as well because they grew up under a Republican umbrella and life is easy for them. They don't understand struggle and all these things. And it's not always true. You have to be able to give a little bit of grace and understanding that people are different. Things are different. And if I've said anything that offends you or makes you feel uncomfortable, well, maybe you need to ask yourself a couple of questions as to why you're offended. You can put it in the comments. That's cool. Um, yeah. And in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the videos, like the page, share the channel, subscribe, because I'm gonna be here for a while. And I hope you guys tune in. Oh yeah, go get that Tom MacDonald album, bro. Definitely. Peace.
Perfect.